What's going on, everybody? Echoninja, and
Crimson Adams Ninja.
we are here for another fun-filled Saturday night with none other than the greatest show on Saturday,
Saturday Night Nightmare! Oh!
And with the howling of the wolf, we're gonna get this shindig started. Take it away.
All right. So, as many of you may know, there is a new movie out in the Quiet Place franchise. Quiet Place Day One, which, if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of the franchise, go see it. Mr. Ninja next to me is giving you the thumbs up. We both went to see it.
Yeah.
However, just before we go, he springs on me, I've never seen the Quiet Place movies. And I was like, at least this is a prequel, so you're not gonna really miss much. So, all right. I guess we're doing a chronological viewing of all of the movies. So tonight we will be watching the first Quiet Place from 2018, and this is all about his reactions tonight. And to see how he reacts. He had some pretty good reactions at the theater. I wish we could record in the theaters for you guys when we go see movies, that have just come out, etc. But sadly, they don't let us do that.
No. Sadly, they don't.
So, without further ado, with further ado, I hope you like my little ghosty blanket and my boo bees. I had to. Anyway, under my cozy ghosty blanket, I present A Quiet Place.
It's good. Oh, day 89.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
It's John Krasinski and his wife. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I can't remember. I think there's supposed to be subtitles with the ASL.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have that.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Don't take the batteries, kid. Please don't take the batteries. Fucking A, kid. And I'm guessing that they put up that sand for them? No? That looked like a sand trail that they...
I don't know. We don't get that information.
Oh, it looks...
There's no Quiet Place infrastructure.
It just seems like a way to track wherever you...
Although, it is possible that they put it out themselves, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. Why do you got the little kid behind and not being supervised? Yo! Yeah, I fucking knew that was gonna happen. New York City on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Little early hint at the prequel.
She pregnant.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, is that gonna be one crazy ass labor. Oh wow. Yeah, an oxygen tank and everything, yeah.
You gotta make sure that it's gonna be soundproofed.
Mm-hmm. To whatever survivors are around.
In that
area. Right.
They light at the top of their silos.
Just to kind of keep everyone noting that they're there still.
Yep.
You can literally be pretty innovative in a silent world.
You have to be innovative in a silent world.
Yeah. That made me, that shook me for a second. Oh shit! Why didn't those things come after the raccoons?
I don't know. Oh.
Oh. Never mind.
They did.
Yeah, they did. In a way, he must be also some kind of engineer. In some way. Damn. How do you just keep trying to survive in a world that you just can't take back anymore? Like, how do you fight something that can hear anything?
I don't know where she thinks she's gonna go.
Where's her deaf ass gonna go? Okay. Difference between the day ones and this one is that they don't attack as soon as they hear the sound.
Well, you gotta remember, here they're more spread out.
Nah, that's true.
If you looked at his chart,
Yeah.
he said there were 3 confirmed in the area. Mm-hmm. He had it all set up.
Ooh.
You thought she was dead.
I really was. Fucking with their hearing too. Nice.
The frequency it gives off.
It's not supposed to help her hear. It's almost like a spider sense in a way.
No, it's
right?
supposed to help her hear. It's
Really?
like
Oh.
He tried to fix her cochlear implant.
Yeah, which I did try to see. I did see that, yeah.
But cochlear implants have their own frequency, almost like a hearing aid.
Right.
You know, you can get feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, stupid fucking kids.
You see what I mean?
It's only because he startled me.
Goddamn kids.
Fuck. Yeah.
What?
Built Ford tough.
Yeah, I know, right? We all love you.
That's right, because her father told her to not go down there ever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Good girl.
No, you kill that. You double tap that motherfucker for real.
It's up. It's up. It's up. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. I I knew you'd like it.
Oh, that was a good way to end that. Oh man, Michael Bay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There was no explosions in this.
There were flames.
Oh man. Wow.
But also, Michael Bay is big on like, you know, your CGI and stuff like that too. So
yeah, but he's more explosions. But he likes
creatures too.
No, that's more James Cameron.
Yeah, that's
but whatever. This movie was a different vibe, of course, from day one.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down, automatically. But it's a different vibe in a good way.
Yeah. Spoilers, just in case, if you haven't watched Quiet Place Day 1 yet, you might want to turn off the rest of the video for now.
And just
come back when you've watched it.
Yeah, and come back to this time I'm going to put up here. This time frame right here when we're done.
Right.
So, with that said, yeah, so like I said, totally different vibe from day one.
Yeah.
I do like the different tone.
Right. Because day one is much more chaotic because, of course, they're like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
What are these things? Where did they come from? What drives them?
Right.
Now, it's funny because New York City figured it out, or the Coast Guard, National Guard, whatever that was helping New York City, figured it out pretty quickly that they didn't cross bodies of water.
Like, literally, after the day of disaster, they figured shit out.
Right. Well, they probably figured out that they weren't crossing the river into New Jersey.
But
Jersey probably had its own problems.
Yeah, truly.
Like it always does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, for real.
But
yeah, this hands down to fucking John Krasinski. And just creating such a unique creature feature. You know, because you always see they're all different types of post-apocalyptic type movies that, you know, you get your generalization of, you know, you're talking and all these different types of scenarios that happen in those movies. But you don't get this type of uniqueness. Like,
nope.
I have never, and I give all of you women fucking credit already for even bearing children. Let alone this woman right here was in labor and gave birth
under alien
attack and had to be quiet along with the kid himself
until they started
moving.
They shot off the fireworks.
Right. But still,
yeah,
kudos. I mean, who knows if that would probably happen in real life? Probably not, because, you know, children like to cry as soon as they get out. But I digress.
Yeah.
John Krasinski was, as usual, the multi-talented person he is when it comes to his acting.
Amazing.
I do have to get this movie one of the biggest credits, and that is still keeping a movie thrilling, exciting, and on the edge of your seat.
Yep.
And not saying a goddamn word.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I do not know a lot of ASL.
Yeah, I know very little.
But I gather majority of what was being said.
Yeah.
Plus I can read lips, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the version that we have didn't have the subtitles.
Yeah.
But
we'll have to go back and watch it again at some point with the ASL subtitles.
Yeah.
I
mean, probably just get the DVD.
Well, once day one comes out,
yeah.
I'll get the collection.
But yeah, it is exactly what I thought it was, because like the creature in this one was mostly cascaded in shadow.
Yes.
It wasn't like in day one where they were like, boom, you see us.
Right.
It did keep it how most first movies go.
They gave you a little bit of the signs treatment on this one, where you saw shadows of it, you saw glimpses of it.
Yeah.
Until, like you said, probably act 2.
Like end of act 2, beginning of act 3-ish.
I'd say more beginning of act 2, but
no. You really didn't. I didn't get to see like the actual face of the creature until like towards the beginning, the end of act 2.
But you got to see the body, is what you at least saw the body.
Bits and pieces, or like in the background where it's blurry. But that's just me.
Yeah.
This movie basically treated the creatures with mystery, which I do enjoy.
Yeah.
It's they don't throw it in your face in the first
5 minutes.
In the first 5 minutes. No, they throw the death of a 4-year-old in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, that did. I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't expect it. I expected it because the kid was being a kid. They set it up.
I mean, to be fair, they do foreshadow it. He's trying to take the toy off the shelf, because as much as you want to be like, stupid fucking kid.
No, it's a kid.
He's a 4-year-old. Yeah. He does not understand. He wasn't born in this world. All he knows is being able, because we come in, we're only
47 days in the beginning.
89. Yeah, it was 89.
Yeah, 89. Sorry.
So you're literally like 3.5 months in. 30 days.
No, you're 3 months.
3 months in.
Yeah, because 90 days
is 3 months.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you're only 3 months in. He's been able to have his toys, and what do 4-year-olds like? They like toys that make noise.
Yes, they do.
And, especially like a car or a spaceship that's going to light up. The fact, though, that the sneaky little shit took the batteries, too, off the counter.
After his father done took them out. And told him not to, no, that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my only thing.
That is the thing.
That was a season 2 Walking Dead Carl moment of like, Carl, what are you doing?
Yes, he deserved to die, and I hope they burn it.
Not quite.
Oh, not burning hell, but look at your face.
Who did I marry? Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Once that kid took the batteries, he deserved to die.
No! No child deserves to die unless it's like the freaking spawn of Satan.
That kid was literally asking to die. He shouldn't have. And it sucked that the kid died. But I see it was also
deserves to die.
If your father then told you to he took the batteries out, told you not to do it. You're 4 years old. You know the difference between right and wrong by 4 years old. You do.
Loosely.
You do. You do.
Loosely.
You do. You should.
Wow.
I did.
Your parents beat it into you.
Well, I'm not gonna encourage that. But anyway. It was a good motivation to going forward with the movie.
It gave a jumping off point between the interpersonal relationships between the characters.
Because it made the father and the daughter estranged to each other.
Yes.
because she finds herself at fault.
And he finds her
And
at fault slightly, and himself at fault.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of all find themselves at fault.
They do, because the mother even said to him,
I could have carried him.
I could have carried him, and he's like, don't say that. And then the moment she said, protect him, promise me that you protect him, I was like, he's going to die.
Yeah.
I immediately knew he was going to die.
He went out like a G.
He did. He went out like a freaking G. And I give him that. He was all like, "Up, well, here we go."
Yep.
And you know what? I respect the fact that they didn't show him get killed. But yeah, this movie was very unique, very thrilling, had me on the edge of my seat. It was a good job. Now, were there minor slow parts? Sure, but that's just showing the mundane things of their of their day to day,
how they have to survive,
which I actually liked.
Yeah,
to be honest, most horror movies or most post-apocalyptic movies like this that do that, I don't like it, because I'm like, I kind of get the gist of it. This one is different.
It's because it's such an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Of having to do all of these mundane things.
Yeah.
Without sound.
Yeah. No cooking in pans. Like no like sound of like sizzling. So they steam everything, which is awesome. So like it was so interesting, and just in the beginning, of course, he's trying to do Morse code to get the frequency of anything international. I really feel that his character was some type of an
engineer, or maybe even military, or something, some sort of inventor, maybe. Right. That was their farm, though.
Yes.
So, he could have just been a hobbyist.
It could be. But yeah, this movie had its great moments. And I have to say, John Krasinski is a fantastic actor. Mm-hmm. This guy came from The Office, and
good old Jim Halpert.
Yes, literally my favorite character in that show.
Of course.
But he went from that, and then he was in 13 Hours.
Did that come before this? This is 2018.
I think he did. No, I think it.
I think this was his first real big thing after
no,
The Office.
No, it was not.
No,
I don't know. Because this was
the first time we were like, "Ooh, Daddy."
Well,
with John Krasinski.
Oh yeah, because he kind of kept himself low key. Probably I think he did some other show, maybe like a small show. I know he was in a Prime show, which was Jack Ryan, but that was later on after this.
That was after this.
But that was after that. But I think he did a movie or at least two before this.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah. You can look it up now.
I am.
But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. I think he was doing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when he was doing part 2.
Right.
When he was directing and
writing.
Which
that's the next one we watch.
Yeah. I certainly love this guy. I love of course, the dynamic between him and Emily Blunt. Yeah. Emily Blunt is a fucking smoking hottie herself. Man, I was living in a world like that. It's like you gotta think to yourself. You're like what's the fucking point? But then, no, of course, knowing the whole thing from day one with the whole water thing. Yeah, you don't know that shit in this one.
No, you don't.
But you figure that shit out in day one, and you're like, oh yeah, they don't like water. But the one thing they didn't tell you is that they obviously don't like high frequencies. But I feel that
they didn't figure that out.
They didn't figure that out until this happened.
So,
And it's a powerful frequency.
I don't want to give you any spoilers for
don't say anything about part 2.
But the one thing I will say is that they're the ones that discover the high frequency thing.
Yeah, figure that out. We
right.
Yeah.
But nobody else in the world does at that point.
Right.
Okay.
I got that from the
yeah,
the little Charlie Day board that he got going on. So but
all
yeah,
right, so what would you give it?
Oh man, it's not a perfect movie, but it's damn close. I give it 8.5.
All right, that's pretty good. 8.5.
8.5.
So my follow-up question is, what would you give day one?
Day one, I'd probably have to give it maybe half a point lower than this.
Oh, so just a solid 8?
Just an 8.
Okay.
Reason why is because this, again, day one was very typical in a way.
Okay, yep. First start of the apocalypse kind of feel.
It was a very typical feel with the twist of no sound type thing.
Ooh,
and that cat was so unbelievable, it's not even funny.
Oh, shush about the cat. That's my little buddy.
Frodo.
But
no, I would definitely do this as 8.5. I would do that as an 8. I thought about doing it as a 7.5, but I was like, no.
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 It's not that bad.
It's not. No. That is for me. That's considered average, like above average, actually. And that's actually better than me saying, oh, how most people say, oh, I'll give it a 5. 5 is average for me. Like honestly, like 7 or 7.5 for me is above average. It's actually good.
Yeah.
8 is like, all right. Impressive. 8.5 to 9.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, primo. But this I give it 8.5. Definitely see why this had so much hype when it first came out. I wanted to watch it when it was, because I didn't know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be, even though I ended up being one of those people, I didn't want to be one of those people who ended up not watching something that got so much hype and something else happened around that time and whatever. Was that the year when the Bird Box came out?
Yes, they came out at the same time.
Yeah, and I watched that instead of this.
I enjoyed Bird Box.
I know, I liked Bird Box too. It was another interesting concept.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
About that. I definitely dug this movie, and I'm very happy that the franchise is still going. And it's still wowing people with its uniqueness.
But I think that's all we can really say.
Yeah.
So want to thank our sponsor, Wild Bill Soda. Please visit drinkwildbills.com. Check out their sodas, their mugs, all of their deliciousness, and use the code TrueStoryBro for 10% off your entire order, and it never expires.
Yes. And also make sure you go to our merch store. The link will be in the description down below. You can get all of our fun shirts and all of our other accessories that we have going there. And yeah. And
don't forget to take a look at our vintage videos. Take a look at some of our interviews that we did at New Jersey HorrorCon a few months ago.
Yes.
And yeah, like, subscribe, ring the little bell.
All that good stuff. And make sure we'll try to ring the bell in silence. But yes, ladies and germs, that is the end for tonight's partake in the haunted theater. Join us again next week where we'll have some more cool and very disturbing, yet possibly funny stuff. Anyway, we'll see you guys next weekend on another Saturday Night Nightmare.
And until then,
I was going to do that.
Oh,
Don't worry, I didn't forget.
It sounded like you were signing off. I thought he was signing off.
She always does this, and then it messes up my flow. Until then, we're going to keep it real.
And we're going to keep it spooky.
And as always, we're going to keep it real spooky. We'll see you guys again next weekend.
Bye-bye.